Well, one thing that I always got to start when I speak about social media is some of the key metrics, which is reach and impressions. You know, if you've seen me talk about this before, I hand this down to all my clients, and it's in all my reports. And you can't underestimate or undervalue how many people you could reach and how many impressions you can make through your social media. Does everybody understand the difference between reach and impressions? So reach is how many people you're reaching with an organic post or an ad, and the impressions are how many times those people saw it. So there's very much a distinction between the two. If you've ever seen one of my presentations, how many impressions do you need to make before someone understands? Oh, that's what Paul does. How many times is that? 17. So what are you doing in your big marketing program to get those 17 impressions? You know, whether it's your networking or a billboard or your website or whatever you're doing. How are you reaching those 17 plus impressions for somebody finally understands who you are, what your brand's all about? Okay? So I always got to preface any type of presentation that I do on social media. That's what I'm talking about even more than the transactional aspect of it. The transactional aspect of it will come if you're making that reach of those impressions. Chad hit on it. They hit the nail on the head when we started talking about authenticity. To me, that's the biggest trend that really has developed this last couple of years. But I think 2020, authenticity and being who you are and being real is going to be more important than ever before. I started doing podcasts. People that have been on my podcast, how many cuts did we make? How many edits? None. Absolutely zero. Right? When you see me on a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live or a video, how many cuts do you see before me? I can't do a cut live, but there's no cuts. So I'm kind of getting out to a tangent, I'll come right back. One of the purposes of my podcast is to help motivate and inspire other entrepreneurs. But when I do a video with that podcast, what do? I send it to Hannah. So I'm creating 8 to 10 pieces of content with my podcast and on the video. I put it on YouTube, I put it on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere. So in that 20-minute talk I had with Brian, it was actually closer to an hour, I got 5,000 pieces of content, right? So think of it, you have to have a social media mentality first, whatever you do and whatever you're doing. Brian and I spoke a few weeks ago about when he's doing a presentation. I would love for the whole thing to be on video so we could break that up into pieces of content. Whatever you do and whatever you do in class, Paul, there's got to be someone who's taking video or pictures of it. If you want to see a phenomenal YouTube channel, by the way, you got to go to Paul Watkins, Scratchboard University, to talk about being real and being authentic. He's phenomenal. His YouTube channel is spectacular. You got dozens and dozens of videos in there for the last several years. So if you want an example of a great YouTube channel, look at Paul Watkins, okay? Facebook. If you're not doing Facebook ads, we're missing the boat. Facebook ads is what's going to separate you from all your other competition, especially in Tucson. Because really, outside of my clients, no one is still doing it consistently. Nobody. So to get up, besides this last month, Black Friday came and everything on the Facebook ad, the last moment. I was getting calls literally the day before Thanksgiving. Oh, I think I'll do my Black Friday ad. Here's your content. So how are you getting yourself above everybody else, all the other elements? Instead of just going in one objective and trying to get brand awareness ad, you got a couple of that now with a traffic and or conversion. I know that may not make a lot of sense to you, but if you're not doubling down and doing 2 different types of campaigns under one type of campaign, you'll be more efficient with all your dollars getting the reach and the impression and the clicks to your site. Okay? That's a couple of workshops I'm talking about on TikTok. So what happened this week with Gary Vaynerchuk came out. Gary Vaynerchuk came out and said TikTok is going to challenge Instagram. The last time Gary Vaynerchuk said someone's going to challenge Instagram, what happened? It was Snapchat. Instagram came out with Instagram Stories. What's Instagram Stories? Basically Snapchat inside Instagram. So if I would have a certain amount of time and resources to invest in one or the other, knowing what Instagram did previously to Snapchat, and all the users kind of gradually fell, and they inherited all of that because Snapchat was basically inside Instagram. My bet is that Instagram and or Facebook will come out to try to take some of that audience that they've lost through TikTok. However, I think, just a guess, that Instagram or Facebook is going to inherit some of what they're doing and integrate that into Instagram, because that's what Instagram did to Snapchat. I mean, basically, Instagram came out one day and said, "Oh, we got Instagram stories." I go in there and I'm like, "This is basically Snapchat. That's all it is, right?" So I think, I have no, I'm just going off the past what happened before, so that's just my guess. But if I'm going to put resources and time into one or the other, I'll put a little for TikTok to experiment, but I'm going to double down now on Instagram because I think they're going to come out with more features. LinkedIn was something that I really got into when I first started my business. I really used to kind of be whatever strategy you want to use on LinkedIn. If you want to have a small amount of connections or a large amount of connections. With the strategy that I implemented was to connect to every type of person I can potentially do business with one way or another, or a strategic alliance. I have over 8,000 connections right now. So what did that do to my podcast? I mean, the traffic I'm getting, the response that I'm getting whenever I put a podcast on LinkedIn from those 8,000 connections is ridiculous. I get more engagement from my podcast on LinkedIn because I have those 8,000 connections now than I'm doing on Facebook or anywhere else. So my suggestion under LinkedIn, get yourself out of your bubble and start reaching out to connections, 5 or 6 a day, to people that you think would be good potential clients or strategic alliances for you. Every single day go in there on LinkedIn and do that. Every single day go in there and have a very, very soft sale message. Every day what I'm doing 8 to 10 times, and it's going to take me a long time to do this, but I'm sending out a message on LinkedIn connections, asking for feedback on my podcast. So whenever I do that, all I have to do is just kind of watch my podcast and see the number of people who can listen to it and just grow every single day. So instead of being kind of like whatever you want to do on LinkedIn, you just want to be about connections. I'm going to implore each one of you to go out and be more aggressive going forward. Okay? And when you have those connections, do a very, very soft message to each one of those, asking them, "Hey, I just have a new website. I would love your opinion on my website." Just establishing those connections. Your goal with those messages is a cup of coffee or a phone call. I had just this last month, I've had 2 or 3 people that I've reconnected with just on LinkedIn. Just when they saw my podcast or they're starting a new business in January or whatever, it was all my activity on LinkedIn. So double down on your LinkedIn efforts and utilize, going back to Instagram, utilize all the tools on Instagram. Utilize your stories, your IGTV, your Instagram Live. The more tools you utilize on Instagram, the more it will reward you. Okay? Don't get too spammy on it. Don't get too salesy. Be very authentic. Chad hit upon a point that 9 out of 10 businesses miss the boat when they're out doing, an event for a charity organization or nonprofit. It drives me crazy when I see a client post it on the personal page that they were at on a charity walk, and it's not on their business page. Trisha did a good job of it a few weeks ago with volunteering in Spanish. Thank you for putting it on your business page. That's where it belongs.